Now, in the latest from the United States, Joe Biden visited the Amazon rainforest, which is the world's largest tropical rainforest, as part of his Brazil trip on Sunday. That's ahead of the G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro. Not just that, he became the first sitting U.S. president to ever visit the Amazon rainforest. Even as Biden's trip is being dubbed by many as quote-unquote historic, is it too little too late? Let's break this down for you. Now, on the 17th of November, President Joe Biden traveled from Peru, where he attended his last summit with Asia-Pacific leaders as the President of the United States, then headed to the city of Manaus in Brazil, the doorway to the Amazonian jungle. And from the looks of it, he had a pretty extensive itinerary. As per reports, first, Biden flew over the rainforest by helicopter to review the shallowing of Amazon waterways, post-prolonged drought, as well as inspect damage due to wildfires and deforestation. Second, he was due to visit a museum before meeting with indigenous and local leaders working to preserve the Amazon. Third, he was supposed to visit a wildlife refuge. What's more, Biden was joined by Carlos Nobre, a Nobel Prize-winning scientist and expert on the impact of climate change on the Amazon. In a nutshell, Biden made sure he covered as much as possible before vacating office next year. Is this enough? You see, Biden's climate policy boasts of progressive measures, including laws that reduce emissions, to conservation efforts, to green energy transition, you name it. This is also what the White House calls Biden's quote-unquote climate legacy. What's more, his successor, President-elect Donald Trump, on the other hand, has reportedly vowed to spur fossil fuel production and scale back Biden administration's efforts against climate change. This has kept climate advocates on their toes. In light of all of this, it was all the more imperative for Biden to address climate challenges more aggressively. What I am saying is Biden must have practiced what he preached, since climate action underscored Biden's presidency a great deal, and Amazon would have been a good place to start. So what took him so long to turn his focus to this side of the world? Moreover, talking about economic agenda, in 2023, Biden had promised to boost the Brazilian-administered Amazon fund by $500 million. But so far, Washington has managed to deliver on just a tenth of the amount which was committed previously. On Sunday, the White House confirmed a second $50 million payment was on track. That's what they've said. But Amazon, home to world's diverse and rarest biodiversity, needs more. You see, Amazon, as we know it, is almost about the size of Australia. It stores huge amounts of the world's carbon dioxide, which when released into the atmosphere causes unprecedented levels of warming. But having said that, the rainforest is also vulnerable to environmental degradation, and it is currently under threat, not just from climate change, but also from policymakers who refuse to do much about it. According to a recent study, the Amazon rainforest has lost an area about the size of Germany and France combined to deforestation just in the last 4 decades. Not just that, in the last 12 months, almost 6,288 square kilometers or 2,428 square miles of the forest was lost due to drought, wildfires and land clearing. As it stands to lose more if countries and leaders don't step up to protect the rainforest at all costs from the perils of climate change. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.